Hi, welcome to Linda's TV show. If it is your first time of stopping by or coming across my YouTube channel, you are highly welcome. This is the home of news. Please click on that red button that says subscribe. Beside the red button is a notification bell. Turn the bell on so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be the first person to check it out. And after watching the video, you are free to leave your comment constructively and tell me what you think about the video and the channel. As we hop into today's exciting video, let's watch this video together and come to the comment section to talk about it.
This no election in Biafra land has been activated. We are going to make it a task that must be done by every Biafran. All measures will be put in place to make sure the adequate civil disobedience is implemented to stop the election in Biafra land.
Fortunately, we don't reason like that. Anybody thinking that Igbo presidency 2023 will stop us? What we want is Biafra, and what we're going to get is Biafra.
Africa, historically, sub-Saharan Africa has been fundamental to the global prosperity of the advanced countries. Okay? And Africa had a role to play. It has a role as a raw material producer. We will not allow sub-Saharan Africa to escape that. Okay, we do everything to keep sub-Saharan Africa where it is, also impoverished. It's absolutely vital for the prosperity of everyone else. So let's get clear about that. Okay, and this means all the economic structures, all the global institutions, and the economics we teach everyone is all designed to keep Africa exactly where it is. And whether it is Europe or US or now China, it's always the same. We need Africa to be impoverished because we need those raw materials and we need them dirt cheap. Okay, so that's the message. It doesn't mean to say that there's nothing Africans can do. Of course there is. Okay, but this is the opposition that they're fighting. This is what it's about. Because if Africa does do something different, I assure you living standards of all those in Europe and North America and Asia is going to fall. Okay? And that is a big price to pay. I assure you that the West is not going to allow that without a big fight. Okay, so this is what it's fundamentally about. What I want to show you is how these structures are operating. It's just 20 minutes, so we can't do very much, but just to give you a little bit of an idea. And why I keep the ideology part there is because we are part of the producers of ideology. At universities and academic institutions, we are complicit in this whole enterprise. Okay, so the job of many Western academics is to convince Africans they have to keep doing what they're doing. Okay, and to show them it's your fault that you're poor. It's not our fault. It's your fault that you're poor. You know, so this is what we do in academic institutions, and I want to show that as well.
Welcome, dear friends, wherever you are watching. Welcome to this live broadcast. We are glad to have you today. And of course, today is our sit at home. Today is the 10th or the 11th of October 2022. That's Monday, sit at home. And of course, we have a strong business to do today. We don't have much time, but I want to say welcome and please share this video and to all your social media platforms so that people can begin to join and begin to understand what we're doing and to know that we have a critical job in our hands. My guest is ready. He's already in the studio. Last time we had him here, it was powerful. It was something else. And I know some of you kept sending messages saying, wow, you were just, blown away. But today is going to be something dimensional. You know, another dimension will be coming here because we have some things that we need to know that we don't know yet, and we keep learning to know. And as much as we keep knowing, we keep learning, and the door keeps opening for us to know more. Because what we know is our limitation, and what we can learn is our increase factor. So we are going to be learning again from our guests. Of course, you know him already, Prince Ezem Ihanacho. He's here in studio. Please, Prince, you're welcome, sir. Please say hi to Biafrans briefly.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kelechi. It's nice to have you, and thank you for creating this opportunity. Fellow Biafrans, I want to greet you all in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, the creator, the maker of all things. I want to welcome you to the program. I would hope that we'll have some new things to grasp with and also learn today, because I believe a mindset, I hope that we'll be touching the mindset of every individual, because every action in this world, even the words we utter, they come from our mindset, and it is this mindset that we want to focus on in order to reverse the evils of this world, especially the evils that have been meted onto Biafrans. Our target must be very clear, and we don't need permission from any fellow mortal being on this earth to do that, which we ought to do. So I welcome you all. Thank you very much once more, Kelechi, for this opportunity for Biafrans to hear, to listen, to reflect, and to project. I thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for being here, in spite of the fact that you have a tight schedule this morning. We have just 1 hour to spend with him. We have, of course, we have spent 6 minutes already, so we have about 54 minutes with him, and we are going to be benefiting so much from him. Emmanuel, thank you for joining, and of course, Mrs. Moran Hanks, you're welcome. Of course, we are going to learn together. Thank you so much. And please, before I go to begin to ask the questions I'm going to be asking you, sir, today, because there's so many things that when in fact, as much as we keep making researches, you begin to wonder, what kind of world are we living in? You begin to wonder what is really wrong, and what's Africa done? What have we done? There's so many questions come into mind when you begin to see materials and things all around and all of that. I'm going to play this video again. I want to play it again so that people, those who are just joining, can get the meaning of this video. This video, you know, it was sent to us yesterday on our media platform, you know, the joint, you know, Autopilot media platform. And I looked at it, and I kept looking at it and looking at it, and I just kept wondering if it was an arranged, you know, conversation or something. But I know that when we get some stuff like this, it's all about passing information to us, because we know they can't do anything about it. They can't stop it. That is the agenda. But we have to do something about it. So it's a message for us to have information of what to do. So I'm going to play it one more time so that our people can understand what is going on in this earth. Our people can understand. Let me play it one more time, please.
Africa, historically, sub-Saharan Africa, has been fundamental to the global prosperity of the advanced countries. Okay? And Africa had a role to play. It has a role as a raw material producer. We will not allow sub-Saharan Africa to escape that. Okay, we do everything to keep sub-Saharan Africa where it is, also impoverished. It's absolutely vital for the prosperity of everyone else. So let's get clear about that. Okay, and this means all the economic structures, all the global institutions, and the economics we teach everyone is all designed to keep Africa exactly where it is. And whether it is Europe or US or now China, it's always the same. We need Africa to be impoverished because we need those raw materials and we need them dirt cheap. Okay, so that's the message. It doesn't mean to say that there's nothing Africans can do. Of course there is. Okay, but this is the opposition that they're fighting. This is what it's about. Because if Africa does do something different, I assure you living standards of all those in Europe and North America and Asia is going to fall. Okay? And that is a big price to pay. I assure you that the West is not going to allow that without a big fight. Okay, so this is what it's fundamentally about. What I want to show you is how these structures are operating. It's just 20 minutes, so we can't do very much, but just to give you a little bit of an idea. And why I keep the ideology part there is because we are part of the producers of ideology. At universities and academic institutions, we are complicit in this whole enterprise. Okay, so the job of many Western academics is to convince Africans they have to keep doing what they're doing. Okay, and to show them it's your fault that you're poor. It's not our fault. It's your fault that you're poor. You know, so this is what we do in academic institutions, and I want to show that as well.
Very disheartening indeed. But one thing I, I've just discovered, of course, basically, is that education is the source of this corruption. And I know that you are an educationist. Please, can you come in from that angle?
You know, you don't really need to have been to school. If you're spiritually inclined, you work out all these things. You would know. In fact, you don't have to have seen this video or gone to school to know that this is exactly what is happening. I don't know the name of the guy who was saying this. Don't forget that that guy, actually, from what I have teased out, you know, because each time somebody is talking, there are dimensions to what they are saying. That guy is actually speaking for Africa. He's actually speaking for Africa. He's not speaking against Africa. He was trying to highlight the evils and the systemic arrangements to keep Africa where they want Africa to be. If you do recall, I don't know whether I mentioned it the time we met last, I did make it clear that we are dealing with cancerous arrangements by those who convinced the world that they are custodians of civilization, custodians of righteousness, custodians of everything good. These are blind people, and we need to understand this. And without what we are looking to do, without what we are seeking to do, these people would be perishing. Now, when you listen to that guy again, you can now agree with me when I attack academia the way I do, and attack religion the way I do, and attack all these systemic arrangements, because they are all false. They are built on ill agenda. They are built on criminality. They are drawn from the animal kingdom. The people, because people are cultured and then conditioned to think in this way, they don't see anything wrong. In fact, the more academic you become as an African, the more you defend all these systems, the more you defend all these narratives that are wild in nature. And that's why in Biafra, we are going to deal with everything that is not truthful. Don't forget, there is a reason why they sold the idea that mortal beings, that is human beings, are either primates to apes or higher animals or basically animals. There is a reason why they have to sell that narrative, that false narrative. But the question I ask, and I need people to begin to ask these questions, the two questions that are fundamental in all this nonsense are, one, anybody that have children would attest to the fact that It is only human babies, even at the age of 2. So you begin to understand the autonomy given to man, given to human beings, and why we are different from animals, different from apes and monkeys, different from all the animals, because it's so obvious that these people lied. Only our little babies, go and check it, even a 2-year-old, you could bring rice before a 2-year-old, and the 2-year-old will push it away if they can't say to you, I don't want this rice. They can actually push it away. Then if you brought biscuit, or you brought cake, or you brought, they will go for that one. Only in human beings would you say this, so you understand what I'm trying to say to you. But let me now tell you, go and check apes' babies. Apes, when they have babies, they would never refuse what the mother brings to them. They will never make a choice and say, oh, no, I don't want this. Bring me the other one. Go and check. Go and look at lion cubs. A lion cub cannot say to its mother, oh, I don't like this antelope you brought. Go and bring me the goat you gave me last week. No, because autonomy belongs to man. Free choice belongs to man. Now,
thank you for always watching Linda's TV show. I will see you again in my next video. Remain blessed. I appreciate each and every one of you, and keep on watching Linda's TV show. If you have not yet subscribed, please, I beg you to do that so that you'll be getting more updates from me. Bye bye.